Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Teresa. I am dying of the heat, like genuinely, this is just sweat in my fringe, so yeah. Anyways, today's video is looking at the new Juvia's Place quads. So it's the Rebel quads. So I got well, not all of them, I got 3 of them. The 4th one was an orange one, just not my jam. So I got the Rebel Greys, the Rebel Mint, and then the Rebel Army. Yeah, hey Cece, she's just after jumping up there. So I obviously created this look. So this is my general rate it or slate it. So you know the general drill, I'm going to do some swatches, I'm going to do a tutorial of this look and then tell you what I think of each of these palettes at the end. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, then fabulous, this video is for you. Hi, it's very warm and like I just have an earworm in my head. It's raining men, I think partly because I just want it to rain. Not necessarily men, just anything. So bear with me if I do end up singing it. I have 3 of the new Juvia's Place quads. I didn't bother getting the orange one because I'm not really an orange person. Like, it's not my thing. So I'm going to start off with the greys and start swatching them. It's raining men. Sorry. I'm in a weird place. So these are the greys. By the way, my friend Manuela, she goes by Chloe Demure on YouTube. She did like some things with this, but today I'm with Wilma Fingerdoo, which sounds really wrong, but Wilma has her own channel and it is just super cool. I'm going to talk about that like when I'm doing the tutorial, but let's just look at the swatcheroonies of the grey. Yeah, cover up my wrinkles. They're nice. I think there could be a little bit more variation in terms of the tones of greys. But like, whatever. They were, what was it, $9 or something for the quad? I mean, it was more because I'm Irish, so, you know, having them sent here was a little bit more. Onto the Mint palette now. So they're called like the Rebel Greys and this is the Rebel Mint. Wow. That packs quite a pigmented punch. Like that's showing up on me and I'm pasty lads. I'm excited. I want to use all of these together because, you know, and this is the one that I am most excited about. This is the Rebel Army. I am wondering though, are they going to get into trouble with Star Wars at some point for using the phrase the Rebel Army? Okay, the green in there, that green feels different to the rest. Like the rest feels very like creamy. This feels a little bit different, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, I do have serum and stuff on. Why did I do that before? Who knows? It's just because this arrived. Oh, I had my serum on, and then this arrived, and I was like, I will sit down and I will swatch. Oh, yeah, that's nice. It is difficult being this beautiful, if we're 100% honest. Yeah, I think the greys and the mints, you can see how they're going to work together. And then this is a little bit of a wild card in terms of putting them all together. But you know me, I friggin' love a green. So I had to get like the law stated. It must be Teresa's. Jesus, you can really see those wrinkles. Honestly, I'm going to have to start a GoFundMe or something for friggin' Botox. It's getting really bad. I mean, it is a new Patreon perk though, that I could just start to plant potatoes in those ridges and we're going to be fed for the winter. But it is getting so bad that I'm going to have to like start to put up like fences so that people don't like fall into the canyons below. My God. Anyways, these are the swatches. I used the correct tense this time. Well done me. And the next part is a tutorial where I'm going to talk about Wilma and just how excellent she is. So that's the next part. You know the drill, it's horribly warm. This is what I did. It's a whole thing. Yes, I do have pimple patches on my face because apparently I'm a teenager again. But with wrinkles, it's a whole thing. I'm going to start off first with the Rebel Greys, and I am using the Jessup 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush, and I start by going into this shade first, and I pop it. I can't even 100% remember what it was that I did, and it was a couple of minutes ago. That's not great, is it? Anyways, popped it in here, really bringing it out towards like the bridge of the nose, because, you know, why not? Noses should get it on it too. Schmoop, schmoop-a-doop doop. I was like, what can I do to make it so that I try everything from these palettes? It's like, well, you could shove all of them on your face like this. Now, what I will say about this palette is there's not enough differentiation between the silvers, the greys, because you're going to see now in a minute, I'm going to use this silver now. Same brush. I did put it through the colour switch. Always assume that that's what I've done. And you can see when I pop that there on top, there's not a huge differentiation. I think they really needed to kind of figure out how to really distinguish themselves in that sense, because I think this is like just an opportunity lost a little bit. By the way, I am bringing it up towards the brow because I can, you know. Look at how little my lashes are. Just non-existent. It's very upsetting. Very upsetting. And same brush again. Now I'm going into this one. And again, you're just going to see those three shades. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know, colorblind to silver, but I think they all look the same. Which is a bit, like maybe this one has a bit more of a like bluey tone to it. But for me, they all just look a bit too similar in my opinion. This is the only one that looks different, and I'm going to use that now. Same brush, and pop that up here. So you can actually see how that one is legitimately different. So popping it, you can see, excuse me because I have a little bit of hiccups, you can kind of see I've done a sort of a strange sort of a design over on the other side. I'm like, constantly doing cut creases. Maybe let's not do a cut crease. I'll do my own version of a cut crease. So, Lord knows, I'm not reinventing the wheel. So, you know. So smooshy, smooshy. Lots of blendy. Bringing it over. Like you can see, this is the only shade that really distinguishes itself from the rest. And I wish they had more, like maybe one very, very light shade. And then another shade even darker than this, because you can see once you blend it out, it is quite, not even slate grey, like paler than slate. So I think they could have gone deeper with that, in my opinion. And always feel free to disagree, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so that's that bit. What I'm going to do now is off camera, I'm going to use this LA Splash like metallic liner in the shade Illusion, and I cut that out, and yeah, we'll come back and chat a little bit more. Okay, so I did the little creasy thingy. Don't know what it is that I'm necessarily calling it. Anyways, we're on to the mint palette now, the Rebel Mint, and I have a Juvia's Place brush here. Let's face it, that's pretty apt. And I'm going to put it through the colour switch again, just because I did use it on all of the shades. Because by the way, this look does include all the shades. I go first into this shade here. And I mean, let's just get straight into it. And just pop it there. The pigment on this one, can we talk about that for a second? It's bananas, it's bonker balls. So as I was saying at the beginning of my video, this is a little bit of a collaboration with Wilma from the Wilma Fingerdoo review. I'm going to leave her channel down below. She's rather excellent. So what we're actually going to do is, on her channel, we're having a little bit of a chin wag. So keep a little eye out for that. We haven't filmed it yet, but we'll both be using this again. So I wanted to take this video to have like a sort of an opportunity to have a little chat about Wilma. She's excellent. Oh my god, her skills. So she's a very, very talented drag queen. Elena, if you haven't come across her, I think you'd really love her stuff. So she reviews like some stuff around RuPaul's Drag Race. She has like movie reviews. That's my personal favorite. I really like the movie reviews. And then obviously it's like doing her makeup and stuff. She's so good. Same brush again, and I'm going into this shade here. Don't worry, we're going to blend it all together. It's going to be fun. But yeah, she's just really nice, and I think she speaks really objectively, and her talent is bananas, like really, you know, and just a very, very nice person. And I know I've said this a few times, but like that's kind of what I'm here for, is meeting like-minded people who are just nice people, minimal drama. We'll all chill out on the internet together. So yeah, we're going to be filming a little chin wag together via Zoom for her channel. We're doing that on Monday. So as I'm filming, this is a Wednesday. So actually her video could already be edited by the time I have this up. But if it isn't, go and subscribe, turn on the notifications for her channel. And you can keep a little lookout for what she's doing. Same brush again, I'm going into this shade now. Yeah, she's really, really very talented. Like, I was watching one of her recent videos where she was like talking about the movie The Ritz, and I mean, it's been a really long time since I saw that, and she was just talking about some of the like facts around it, like how it was originally meant to be called Tubbs. And look, I won't say give away too much of it because, you know, that's her thing, but it's really interesting just because like it's so clear that she does so much work and like research into that, and I'm like, well done you, and all while she's doing her makeup. Like, excuse me. I'm going into this shade now, which, by the way, I'm going to say this now, this is a really beautiful shade. Like, I have to say I was very impressed with this palette because the pigmentation, like, they're all like pastels, but they're pretty darn good. But this is a really nice kind of shimmer, but it has sort of bluey silvery flecks in there as well, so I think it's something quite special in my opinion. But sure, what would I know? I don't know anything. Or do I? Who knows? Still covered in pimple patches because, you know, why not? I'm like, I don't have to do anything about that right now. I am now taking a Morphe M562. They're great for blending. And I'm just going to go in here between the first two shades to really swish. It is grossly hot here. I know that like a lot of people who aren't from Europe are like, why are you so whingy about the weather? The thing is, we don't have the infrastructure for hot weather. We've never had this like to this extent, so it's kind of confusing for us. We don't have like aircon and stuff built into houses here, so when we're having a whinge, it's primarily because we're like, we don't have the capacity for this. So that's where all of that is coming from. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to F off for a teeny tiny bit. I'm going to use this, which is the LA Splash. It's the metal one, and it's in the shade Lumos. So I'm just going to cut that out. I'll probably add a bit more of Illusion, which is the green one there, and we'll come back and we'll finish up using the Rebel Army palette. Look, it's a nice, easy look, really, just to see how everything works and how they mesh together. And I'm lazy and it's hot. So we're now on to the Rebel Army palette. So I'm going to start first by going into this shade here. I'm using the Jessup 237. Are you surprised? It's like my be-all, end-all eyeshadow brush. This is my kind of shade of green. I really like this. So gently kind of packing it along the lash line and along where the line of the Lumos liner is. And by the way, I've had the Lumos liner for a while, and I think it was drying out a bit, so I only got it like a year ago, so that kind of sucks. Like, see, the way it operates is there's like a felt tip, and the felt tip is not great, but the liquid liner is really nice, so I get a bit frustrated with it. I'm like, oh, you're like, not 90% of the way there, but it's like, it's an interesting product, particularly the liquid bit. Put the felt tip bit, which you have to put the black down. Doesn't work the best for me, but it's a good product otherwise. I'm using this again, and I'm going into this shade, so that's another kind of a shimmer. And again, packing that on up towards the brow. But we're going to pretend I don't have a brow. Let's just act like it's not there. I know it's hard to when they're so big. That's what she said. It's great though because they mesh so nicely that it doesn't take a lot of effort to put it all together. So that, I appreciate that. And then, I mean, it's such an easy look. I'm using this Morphe M433. Hooray, there we go. And I'm going into this shade now and packing that kind of out towards the outside and going towards the inside. So swirly, swirly, blendy, blendy. I know that my lovely friend Chloe Demure also picked these up. So I'm going to link her channel down below. She did some amazing swatches on her Insta. She goes by Save the Victory Roll on Insta, so check her out. There's something very satisfying about her swatches. I was looking at them and I was like, ah, because it was before I got mine. I was like, God damn you. Ah, you're so good. Same brush again, and this time I'm going into this nice, quite dark, almost khaki sort of a shade. I mean, this quad is a bit of me, really. Like this is my jam. And just swishy, blendy, swirly. I know, such technical terms. 'Tis all very, very technical. Can I also just say these lashes are the Cash Beauty in the style Trance, and I friggin' love them. They're so nice. Also very good for glasses wearers, just in case you're wondering. They work out well. So I have another M562 here, and I'm just going to swish between that paler green and more moss and just bring it out. But yeah, you can see it's a very, very simple look at the end of the day. Nothing major. But I did use all of the colours from all three of the palettes. That's it. So I'm going to F off now, finish off the rest of my base. Still drinking tea despite it being ridiculously warm, and we'll come back and I'll tell you what I thought of each of the palettes. Huzzah! I'm back. I put on a shirt and put on a bra, but I did not put on pants because I'm warm. Anyways, this is the finished look. I'm going to zoom you in now so you can see what the eyes look like. So this is what the eye look looks like. Obviously I'm going to take the fringe out of the way because it's hard to see. Bear with me because my fringe has its own little ecosystem. It's about 3 degrees hotter under my fringe, and, or as the Americans call it, bangs. This is the finished eye look altogether. I think I like it. I didn't do a cut crease. Aren't we proud of me? Okay, so we'll start chatting about the palettes. I'm going to start off first by talking about the Rebel Greys. So it looks like this. Okay, so the quality is good. There's nothing wrong with the shadows themselves. They blend really well. The pigmentation is definitely there. However, these 3 shades, when you swatch them and when you have them on the eye, look pretty much exactly the same. Okay, so for that reason, like, I mean, I think they could have put in a much lighter shade, a much darker shade. They could have done something a bit different, like a black with maybe like silver speckles or something. I don't know. But because I feel this isn't well edited, I would give this a 3 out of 10. Yeah, I know that's quite harsh. It's just that the shades are just too similar. If, however, you go through silvers like a crazy person, fantastic. You're going to love this. The formula is really good. The price is excellent. I mean, realistically, I will end up using all of this, but I just think it's duping itself too much in only a quad. So for me, it's not the best. you know, but it's a very, very, very good formula. You know, can't fault it for that. The next then is the mint, the Rebel Mint. So again, quick reminder, looks like this. The pigmentation of those mattes, oh my god, like that is ridiculous. I also want to say that this shade is something quite special. There's almost like a duochrome tint to it. Is beautiful, very, very nice. If you are looking for a mint palette, oh my lord, you get this. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I love this. This stands out to me as just incredible, incredible quality. 10 out of 10. Do not regret this at all. I'm normally not into pastels, but the pigmentation, the blendability, everything is there. I thought this was excellent. Yeah, definitely happy to recommend that. And then finally, we're on to the Rebel Army. Standout shade for me is this one. Okay, it feels texture-wise a bit different to the rest. However, look at the way that it, I mean, look at that. It's a very Irish green. Like, I'm here for it. I just think it's beautiful. There's a good variation of depth in this palette. You know, you've a very dark shade in there. You've the lighter. I think this all works really, really well together. I like the matte to shimmer ratio. I think, again, I want to give this a 10 out of 10. I think this is really, really good. If you like this color story, my lordy, you're gonna enjoy it. I knew I was gonna enjoy the colors, but I wasn't sure about, you know, obviously, was I gonna get on with the formula? Formula is excellent. Everything blends really, really well. The pigmentation is there. Sweet Merciful Zeus. Yes, so standouts are the Mint and the Rebel Army. So that's essentially it, my friends. Do please like, comment and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell if you want to see more videos of whatever it is that I'm doing over here. Who knows? Who cares? Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up, don't be gross. But that's it. That is the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.